COVID jabs in the classroom. This is the next step in the vaccine rollout to immunise the nation.
Nothing to worry about. I promise it'll be over in a couple of minutes.
From today, more than 3 million 12 to 15-year-olds became eligible to have an injection. Parental consent is being sought, but children can overrule if they're deemed competent.
I'm happy I've got it because it makes it easier to go out and enjoy myself now.
I've got grandparents. I'd love to be safe around them and spend time with them and be safe.
Dad, it wasn't too bad, was it?
No.
And after what has been a success to vaccinate millions of adults across Britain, the scientific community was split when it came to children.
It's really important to remember that the UK chief medical officers have supported the introduction of the vaccine to this age group, and that's then been signed off by government. And we're doing it, we're rolling it out in schools because it is our best chance not just to protect children, but to protect families as well.
And those reassurances may be needed to many more parents soon. Today, health regulatory bodies received data from Pfizer suggesting their vaccine offers a robust immune response to children aged between 5 and 11.
We started off with small numbers of children looking at different doses to make sure that we got this right. So I was not particularly surprised, but very pleased with the outcome. I think we've got the right dose that essentially reduces the potential to have common reactions and provides a level of antibody that's likely to be protective.
But there were mixed feelings amongst some parents we spoke to.
You just never know what the effect would be. Until it's more tests, then I'll say no for now.
I mean, I've had the vaccine myself, but it's early days for kids, and I just don't think they need it.
My husband and I have had the vaccine. Our older children have had the vaccine, so I don't see, as long as it keeps them safe, then I'm quite happy for them to have it.
There will now be a push for the vaccine to be approved for primary school children. The argument is it will help stop outbreaks and keep kids in classrooms.
How we doing, guys? Myself, Chris Predator OBE, hitting you with a quick one. Real talk, true season. Now, a lot of parents have been sending me this one. A lot of parents have been very, very concerned about, what's going to be happening to the young people. And first and foremost, young people have got a great immune system. Young people are able to bounce back with most things. So there's a lot of parents that young people has already took it, or their young child went behind their back because they felt like the young child can have that consent. Please do not worry as much. And yes, we don't know what's actually in the virus, but I do know young people are very, very resilient. But we have to be conscious and we have to be aware. Like I said, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I just don't know why everyone's pushing their agenda, in the sense of, if the young people are healthy, if the young people are fine, then leave them. But once again, this is not a choice. This is not a kind of case of where you feel like you're a wrong parent for doing it or you're a bad parent for not doing it. Like, we need to stop doing this against each other's parents and stuff like that. If you believe that your child went in there and you feel like that was the right decision, your child will be fine. If you feel like it's not the right decision and you're not sure yet and you just want to wait a little bit more, you have the right to decide to do that, and don't let no one tell you no different. And I think everyone's getting a little bit worried. A lot of people are saying to me now, like, I've took the vaccine and I've got implications and heart problems and all the rest of it, and is there a potential that I'm gonna die, Chris? Like, I don't believe there's a potential of anyone dying. We don't want anybody dying. We don't know, like I said, we don't know what the symptoms are in the sense of what makes people die. We don't know if it's like underlying problems that you already had that you might not have had, or you might not have known that you've had, and now all of a sudden you've triggered something off. So I don't want people sitting there worrying about, walking around thinking about, am I gonna die because of this? Am I gonna die because of that? What we want to understand is, how do we support each other? How do we make sure that other people around us are feeling safe? And if this is about people that are taking a vaccine and your whole family's taking a vaccine, then be safe. Make sure that you understand the circumstances, making sure that you're checking yourself up every single time, going to the hospital, doing the best that you can. If you're someone that's not really into taking the vaccines, like I said, sit down and think about the natural herbs or the natural resources that you can use to build up your immune system, to make sure that you are feeling healthy. I feel like everybody still needs to have a choice and the rights, and this is what I'm barking up. I'm not barking up over, no, this is bang out of order and I'm going to the school. There's no point of hailing and being so big and bad and bossy. All you got to do is make sure that you're talking to your child, and if that's what you want in your family, you talk to your child, you let your child know this is the consent that I believe that you shouldn't. You take them through the processes. You got to allow them to also have a voice as well. But at the same time, if your child and you're in that same path and that same line, if any school's forcing them to do anything, please just ask the child to walk out, leave school, phone you. Or if not, if the child does comply and the child wants to take that vaccine, that's something that you need to sit down with your child and discuss and talk about.